Hey there, it's your friend Brian Webb, Florida Executive Realty, and here we're going to take a look at what's going on in Zephyrhills, all zip codes for Zephyrhills, some historical data, and active pending and sold information. So let's take a look. All right, before we do that, let's take a look at this. I know that you know probably 8 to 12 realtors in your life. There are 24,000 plus members in the local realty association. And so we're pretty common, and but we're not all the same. And one of the ways that I work to differentiate myself for the benefit of my clients is to get educated. So here are four different certifications and designations that I hold, again for the betterment of me and the benefit of my clients. One of just a few hundred for pricing strategy, for real estate negotiation, buyer representing, seller representative. It's important to me, and maybe it's important to you. If it is, let's talk. All right. People ask me all the time, is this a good time to sell? Is it a good time to buy? And the answer to that question is always super dependent on your personal situation. It depends on how long you've held the home, how long you've owned it. It depends on how long you plan to live in the house if you're going to purchase. Those are very important factors that help guide the decision making. I've advised plenty of people that you probably shouldn't sell right now, or you definitely should not buy. Uh, it's all depending on the situation. If you have questions and want to talk it out, happy to do that with you. But let's look at the data for Zephyrhills. All right, this chart highlights why, for some people, it's not a good idea to sell if you don't have to. Here we have the past 5 years of median list prices for homes. All zip codes in Zephyrhills. I'm not picking and choosing what data to show you here. And I don't know if you can see, but along the lines, there's little points. That's going back every year. There's a dot. And so this kind of run up that we see in 2022, April 2022, the median list price was 385. Then we went to 370, 360, 365. We've been kind of bumping along that same range for 4 years now. So that's an important thing to consider. Of course, we have way more housing options now than we did 4 or 5 years ago, even 1 or 2 years ago, especially Two Rivers coming online and all the offerings out there. But interesting information. Let's take a look at what's happening more recently. All right, this is all active single family homes in Zephyrhills. And over the past 3 weeks, 3 months, sorry, 13 weeks approximately, are those trend lines. So you can see the days on market is going down, the number of price increases decreases kind of steady. Inventory is rising as we go into the spring months when people naturally make a move. But as we start April, there are 376 single-family homes for sale in Zephyrhills. Median days on market there is 61, with a median list price of 401. We're going to see a little trend here as we go from active, pending, and sold. You'll see some differences in the numbers. Let's take a look at pending. In the month of March, 113 homes went under contract with a median list price of 399. Notice the difference in the dip in price a little bit, about $11,000 difference there. But let's move to what sold in the month of March. All right, 113 single-family homes were sold in March. That means they went under contract mostly in February. We also had 77 sales of new construction, with a median sale price of 453. So there's a big gap there between the existing single-family homes and new construction, a big difference in price. Some of the factors that lead into that, people choosing new construction, is that a lot of builders are offering very enticing interest rates. I've seen advertisements in below 4% for FHA financing. That does come with mortgage insurance for the life of the loan, but for a lot of people, it makes sense to pay that mortgage premium to get the lower rate for 30 years. So if that's something that's interesting to you, reach out. And you can reach out because I love being a consultant. I'm not a sales guy, I'm a consultant. So I love presenting data like this, helping you kind of talk through your situation, your goals, your plans, and what it means for you to either buy, sell, or stay put. Because remember, good time versus right time is highly specific, and you need someone who can guide you through the process. All right. I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you soon. Bye.